Hello everyone, and welcome to Oxygen Not Included. I'm Rain, and I'm sure you guys noticed on my last video that I was having mouse issues. Um, Before we start, I want to address that I have gotten this issue taken care of. I did lots of research and one by one deduced what the likelihood of it could be, and ultimately wound up with having my mouse be dead. Um, with that being said, I have a new mouse now. It's just a cheapie until I can get a better one. But let's get started. Alright, so it looks like we have some plants to harvest. I don't remember, it looks like some of these are going to have to go away today. Start uprooting them. Continue with exploiting. Because we can. You can see there Gossman is just continuing to dig out. Really wish they'd start digging out here more, but one thing I've noticed, there is a lot of polluted oxygen that's starting to build up. Um, Food has decayed. Sorry, I heard that, and as a natural reaction, I always pause the game. So we did have food decay. Eventually, it will turn into polluted dirt, and we can just recompost it and reuse it in our farm. No real big loss. What I was going to do here is we are going to prioritize this. We definitely need to have a filter of oxygen here, because all this polluted oxygen is going to come in otherwise, and no one really needs that. So one thing I don't really care about with this game is when you do close it and eventually pick it back up again, all your resources kind of reset for a minute, and then it starts loading in everything um, as it is. So now when I build something, it's going to default as obsidian. I don't really want obsidian. It's not an it's kind of rare, and I don't want to use it for my main source of tile. But as you can see, they started digging this out. Just got this little bit over here to dig. And we'll just keep kind of going down as we go. What else did we have going on? Oh yes, our mess hall. As you can see, our mess hall has been pretty much built. What I'm going to do there now is we're just going to put a box here and a box here. And that'll be plenty of it for us to supply with. It sounds like our research got done. I've only got a few more things to research. I'm thinking, let's see, we got the med bay and fine dining. We'll just do fine dining. There's really nothing in there that I use. It's just get it out of the way and be done with it. And we have the potential for another duplicate. Let's see what we got. So I'm not really seeing anyone that I want. At this point, I'm not too concerned with getting other people unless they look like they'd be something that I'd really want. Also, the longer that I wait for a duplicate, they'll eventually get a buff when I do get a new duplicate about a new friend, and that just helps improve their stress. So rejecting them often isn't necessarily a bad thing. Oops, wrong button. Alright. While we're here, we'll just sweep this up. Didn't really want that to be swept, but I just want them to pick up all the food that's left there. We're waiting for this to decompose. I don't know how long it takes particularly, but it shouldn't take too long. So since we got the food box, we'll disable the building and we'll just deconstruct it. We'll also click that so all the food goes out. And we'll just sweep it. And they'll just take it and store it in here. We can use that area now to add more storage. You could always use more storage. Never seems to be enough room for anything. I do want them to prioritize this a little bit. Alright, so it's the end of the night and we'll see you in the morning. Alright, so we're back. There's one thing that I want to kind of point out. I don't know if you noticed this, but it's Joshua and I believe it was Abe during the middle of the night. Yes, they had to get up to go to the bathroom. You know, which for most people is a common thing, and there's nothing too odd about it. The problem that I have with it in this game, it causes them to have interrupted sleep. The interrupted sleep debuff, which slows them down. It makes their stress go up higher, and while I understand that that is a debuff, getting up to go to the bathroom, you know, that's something that we can't control of them. They do that whenever their bladder gets full. So the whole concept of giving us a debuff that we can't control should be kind of fixed. If I remember right, we still aren't producing a lot of oxygen, so just continue to add on. How is this light looking? Alright, I think if we go any further, we're going to have to add in a second light. It's not necessarily a big deal. However, instead of adding in another light, I should have gone with medbay. I could have gotten the mesh tile. Oh well. Anyways, instead of doing that, just add on a second layer of the gas permeable or the mesh tile. It still flows light down through, and it allows you to have a more effective building space for your light. I don't know how many we're going to need. My guess is 1 to 2. Oh, we got a small amount of polluted oxygen in here. I'm not too fond of it. That's alright, I guess. I'm not going to bother too much with it. So they'll still be able to go down and dig all this out. 2, 3, and 4. And that one will fall. Oh, I hope that's using copper. I didn't realize that. Alright, yeah, it's using copper, not our gold. Copper goes first. That's good. I didn't want them to use gold on it. And I already stated that gold is a pretty valuable resource. Since we have this mostly dug out, I mean, we still got to finish digging it all the way out. But what I'm going to do from here, we'll start setting up our liquid. Make sure we got copper. And for the plumbing, we're going to use we're just going to use the sandstone. We don't really need anything special. We just bring the pipe through. I didn't want that. Alright, and there we go. And we will cancel just the liquid pipes from here down. Oops, not cancel, we need to destroy them. And once we get that complete, we'll have our we'll have the ability to put our showers in. Alright, it's the end of the next night, so we'll see you guys in the morning. Alright, welcome back. So, as you can see, even with our decor the way it is, we're still reaching high levels of stress. It's probably mostly because we're having them go out here to dig and they're getting steeped in polluted water and there's polluted oxygen and they just don't like it. I mean, it probably smells bad and now they smell bad and yeah, it's just not a pleasant thing. So we'll just take our highest three, which is Mima, Nisbet, and Lindsay. Nisbet and Lindsay. And we'll just get them to get a nice massage. I also noticed up here our artistic person has started creating masterpieces. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to start deleting these mediocre pictures and we'll replace them with masterpieces. I'm really surprised that they haven't built that yet. I set that as a priority of 6 and there's not really much of anything that they can build that's higher than a 6, so they should there we go. Okay, they keep delivering clay, but looks like it's just small amounts of clay. So what I'm understanding that they're doing here is the sand filter here, or the air filter, uses sand to eat the polluted oxygen and turns it into regular oxygen, and essentially the polluted part goes into the sand and the sand becomes clay. And I'm assuming that's my only real source of clay, so it's going to take them a while to build that. Again, this is due to me being off the game and then coming back on the game and my resources being reset. So what I'm going to do here is we're just going to plop down. It is dirt. We got plenty of dirt all over the place. And just do that. So there they are, deconstructing everything. They were prioritized in just giving mass amounts of clay to that. As you can see down here, there's a lot of carbon dioxide, so there's a little bit of suffocation that she keeps having. But we got our next one built. They're starting to build these as well. They dug down our next layer of dirt, or algae, slime, whatever you want to call it. And there's our bedrock. We've also reached our over here. They're in the process of building our plumbing system. As soon as that gets built, then I'll build some showers and prioritize the showers. Got no food coming in, but we still got plenty of food, so I'm not worried about it. And they're just going around building everything. Prioritize this as a 6. I just kind of want to get this done, and if they keep running around kind of spreading themselves out, they're never really going to get anything accomplished. So I'll open the research panel, and medbay is our last thing to research. After that, we no longer need these. They're just going to take up electricity, and that's just going to cause more runtime for our people who produce power. I won't know until the next day what our oxygen generation looks like. But as you can see, they're pretty much just dug it out. Come on, kitty. Sorry, my cat's bothering me. She's overly affectionate, and sometimes it can be a nuisance. It's the end of the day, so we'll see you in the morning. Alright, and welcome back. So, we just about got everything unlocked here. I was looking for the decor so we can build our masterpieces and fully increase our prettiness, for lack of a better word. We'll throw some down here as well. Actually, hang on. Before we start doing any of this, let's select granite. Granite has a higher value of decor than sandstone, so it'll get our I don't know, prettiness factor or decor factor that much greater. Alright, so we're on the next day, and I don't see the insufficient oxygen generation. It means we must be pretty good. Oh, I forgot to dig this up. So we'll dig this up, and we'll dig this one up. Thought I had dug them up, but apparently I didn't. That was grow time wasted. Just seeing what we cleared out, a lot more polluted water. See, we got some polluted water in here, but the polluted water always seems to sink down. And if we look here, the geyser's getting ready to erupt. Or actually, it is erupting currently. It's emitting steam. And the steam is eventually going to cool down and turn into water, and it's just going to add more water into here. What we'll eventually do is just build down to here and clear all this out, and we'll put a pump somewhere in here. I don't know if we'll go all the way down to the abyssal light. If we do, we'll have to separate the polluted water. But our plumbing is done, so let's not pause it. We don't need to pause it. And we'll build a shower out of copper, of course. We'll build 4 of them, and when I get these built, they are going to go nuts over it, and they're going to want to take a shower as soon as possible. So apparently the masterpiece is just the Mona Lisa. The mediocre sculpture is apparently, I forget the name of the painting, but it's, I believe it's the Thinker. Alright, Yokel, he can't research. So we're going to go with this guy, Nicola. He'll be our new guy, and it looks like he's pretty good at digging and tinkering, which is repairs and things. So let's prioritize his jobs. No research. We won't have him do power generation. We'll have him deliver parts. We'll have him build. He can sweep. He can well, yeah, we'll have him harvest. We'll have him mop. I don't know why mopping requires a digging skill, but whatever. We'll have him repair. Have him be one of the main repair guys. And Compost. We won't have him do any art. He does not need to do art. I saw him doing that. And that'll be good for him. As far as I'm concerned, Mima is the only one who should be doing any kind of art. Her creativity keeps increasing. I'm wondering if I can increase it enough to make these sculptures masterpiece. I've never seen them. I believe it's entirely possible that it could exist. We did get another person in, so just as a precautionary measure, I'm actually going to add in 2 of these. And we'll prioritize these, and that's the end of this day. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Alright, and we're back. One thing I want to check on, okay, we got a reasonably good supply of algae. It's probably because we dug this out. Let's continue to dig this out the rest of the way. And as you can see here, we got a thimbleweed plant growing. I don't really know how it's growing underwater, but that will provide us with clothing material when it gets fully grown. Obsidian? Where are you taking obsidian? I don't like this. Oh, you're building obsidian with that. That's just great, I guess. I'm gonna build us a couple more of these farms. We'll build it out of dirt because we all know how that went last time. So we had 2 new people join, or I believe it's been 2 since I built this expansion. So we'll just build 5, and we'll have 5 more farms going. Clean those up. Set those to a 6 like everything else. As you can see, we got our showers. Let's turn this on because, you know, we need water for our showers. Now, as soon as that water gets up there, they're just gonna rush right to it. I just know it. They're probably so dirty being steeped in all this contaminated nastiness. Can watch it going up, and we'll know as soon as those showers get water pressure because they'll just fly right up there. And there goes the first one. There they go. Now they're taking showers. You can see here, you can hang on. What's going on here? Oh, okay. That's the water pressure. Okay, this is the dirty water. I was mistaken. I was thinking that was the dirty. But it's flowing out, and pretty soon we'll be able to see it dripping down here. We can also recycle this. Build a pump down in here somewhere, and put in a filter here and just have it pump right out into this. While we're here, let's out of sandstone build this ladder. Oops. Build the ladder right down to there, and we'll cancel these because we don't need them. Got some good water here. Looks like it's built up a little bit here, so there's actually more here than what it looks like. And then we got all this steam up here that's going to be continually turning to water. We even got water trapped up there. This whole area might be a little hot for them. I'm a little concerned about it. Oh, it looks like we got more puffs in there. Still got to get to those guys. They're almost out of polluted oxygen. Alright, so I think that's where we're going to call it. Thanks for watching.